Morning, morning, morning. Whew. It is it has been a crazy 24 hours in Dunsmuir, I'll tell you. They shut off the power yesterday all day and pretty much into the night because there were red flag warnings, big gusty winds, which of course increased the risk of fires. And now today there's something going on down. They've brought a backhoe and all this equipment down my street, like really big equipment too, that I was like, is that going to fit down the street? But it did. And now they're digging. And I have a feeling that what they're doing is that they're burying cable so that the lines won't be flapping around in the wind and instead will just be, buried and safe from that. And I hope that's what's happening. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Let's dive in and ask for the help of Isis in this weather magic. Ask for her to now calm the winds and calm the smoke and send rain without lightning. With the Nehes awakening prayer to Isis. Nehes, Nehes, Nehes. Nehesem Hotep. Nehesem Neferu. Nebet Hotepet. Webenem Hotep. Webenem Neferu. Nuchert an Ankh. Neferem Pet. Pet Em Hotep. Tu Em Hotep. Nuchert Sat Nut Sat Get. Meritosar. Nuchert Asharenu. Anek Brach. Anek Brach. Tu Aatu. Tu Aatu. Nebet Aset. Awake, awake, awake. Awake in peace, Lady of Peace. Rise thou in peace. Rise thou in beauty, Goddess of Life. Beautiful in heaven. Heaven is in peace. Earth is in peace. O Goddess, daughter of Nut, daughter of Geb, beloved of Osiris, mother of Horus, goddess rich in names. All praise to you. All praise to you. I adore you. I adore you. Lady Isis. Magic and ritual, crafting sacred practice. Blessed be from Montana. Hello, Shadow Dancer. Nice to see you. All right, let's find out. Magic and ritual. Crafting sacred practice. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Magic and ritual can support your divine path now in the physical world, and you are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice. Well, good thing we're here. Oh, and Mary Beth is sending rain from Kauai. Yay, thank you. The results that you experience in a regular practice will encourage you to continue with the practice as you grow in power, grace, love, ability, and wisdom, and apply your inner beauty to transform your outer world. For us to grow empowered and potent on the path of ancient feminine power, we need to honor our knowing and being and to cultivate sacred practice. Sacred practice becomes the habit of growing our spiritual power and consciousness. Like a garden needing regular care and watering to blossom and flourish, our inner garden of the soul, where our creativity, joy, spiritual gifts, and bliss bubble away, also needs regular attention. Coming to our practice takes strength and inner will. Even though it can feel amazing, we still have to wake up, set aside time, and discipline ourselves to show up for the inner growth. We will reap the benefits when we do, but we must allow ourselves to fall in love with our practice, to craft something that really speaks to us so that we will want to do it. The desire and the discipline together help us engage with our practice regularly, and we can grow so fast through practice that it can be quite shocking. When an initiate shows particular promise, higher guidance will often encourage that they develop a regular practice to hone their spiritual and creative abilities and more fully manifest their divine potential. They will grow faster and stronger spiritually and be able to step into spiritual healing and leadership to greater effect. You are one such soul, dear initiate, and you are being guided to prepare for this growth and authority now with your sacred practice. This oracle is guidance that you do have great power and wisdom within you, but you need to provide channels for it to flow and to be active and empowered in your physical life. That harkens back to our abundance card on Friday that said having channels for abundance to come into us, into our lives, is very important, and that we need to cultivate those channels. And now here it's saying our magic and ritual practice will also provide inner channels for power and wisdom to flow. So it really, I'm going to just pause here for a minute. There's so many things to say, but I'll just say this is, so there's more of the card, but I'll talk now about it because I think we've hit the kind of important thread from our week of work. Friday, we had the abundance card that said, create channels for things to happen. Yesterday, our card, Lady of the Stars, was really about creating a space for magic to come into us and to visit our lives. And that now, where we're at today, is saying build a regular practice. Now, in this practice that we do here, we have something, it's regular, it's reliable. I do this every day, but there are other practices, we could do. My personal practice, apart from this chanting practice, is a head to toe self blessing of my body, a recitation of a lineage prayer, giving thanks to all of my ancestors and teachers who have helped me in this world, a mandala prayer of dedication to all the different goddesses that I work with, and talking about what service I offer the world in their honor and what blessings they offer to me. And then I usually will do something else. There's like some days I read the Heart Sutra, some days I read these 13 points of ethical conduct that were created by Baba Karaday of the Ifa tradition. Some days I might read some other Buddhist prayers. I kind of have like a little free form area of my daily practice. What do you do for your daily practice, and why is it important to you? It's funny because yesterday when I was chanting, I kept thinking as I was chanting the mantras, oh, I really want to tell them that, the magic comes in as a result of doing practice. But I never got it. I never got a chance to say that. It just practice flowed on. I forgot to say it. And then I woke up this morning thinking, oh, I was going to say that yesterday. And now here we are. And the card is like, well, here, I'll show here. You can say it. I'll tell you. Say it. Daily practice makes life livable for me. That's the full stop. Daily practice makes life livable for me. On the days that I don't do practice, my life is much harder. On the days that I do practice, my life is much easier. And it's not because the practice makes anything different happen in my day outside of myself. It's not like having my practice protects me from, power outages and wildfire threats and heat and smoke and difficulty. It's not like my daily practice deletes all of my, student loan debt or anything like that. My daily practice makes me the person who can handle that world. Full stop. I shudder to think what it would be like if I didn't have this. So, hopefully, for you, your daily practice is just as rewarding, is just as fulfilling, is just as strengthening to you. And hopefully you are on track in your own life with your own goals to seeing your daily practice coming to fruition, where you can witness your daily practice bubbling up as um, a spring, like a spring with so much goodness in your life. This is my wish for us all today. So after we're done with this practice here today, let's all just take even a couple more minutes afterwards to do what works for us. It could be that you bless yourself. It could be that you say a prayer of gratitude. It could be that you draw a card from a deck that you keep. It could be that you light a candle or a stick of incense and ask for blessings and protection, whatever works for you. But let's all do it today and see where it takes us. And Priestess Maya says, amen to that. That's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. I have a prayer request for us today. Let me get to it here. Here we go. Today, we're going to be praying for Chantal, who is taking care of her life partner, Stephen. He is suffering from a rare and serious cancer, and he will likely not recover. So we're praying for them, especially because Chantal just lost her brother last year and doesn't feel like she has a lot of support. And the other person that we're praying for today is Cheryl. Cheryl's sister, Lisa, is struggling with some serious and self-destructive dependencies. And Cheryl and her family are trying to mitigate the pain that Lisa is causing to herself and the family. So those are the beings that we're holding today in our practice. Cheryl and Lisa, Chantal and Stephen. And now let's dive in with 3 prostrations before the shrine. Oh, and Paris says daily practice is mantra even at work. It's waking up with joy and speaking out loud the magic of self-love to myself and spreading that love to everyone I meet. Beautiful, beautiful, Paris. For me, daily practice starts with this work and continues on to my other prayers, and then it goes into my tasks of the day. And throughout the day, I try to bring little sparks of the holy into my activity so that I don't forget why I'm here. Because the things of life, paying bills and having to stand in line at the bank and be on hold and grocery shopping, a lot of those things are, very distracting from spiritual practice. They're sort of like, you know, just happening. But if we dedicate the merit of those activities, then we are including them in our spiritual practice. So we can dedicate the merit of everything that we do. By the power of me paying these bills, may other beings have their ability to keep a roof over their heads. And may, by the power of me standing in this line at the bank, may the people who work here have a little extra joy, little extra connection as I bring the wave of Dharma into the room. As I, am scrubbing the floor, may I scrub out all of the stains of attachment, aversion, and indifference in myself. So, there's actually a Zen abbey, Zen Buddhist abbey in north of Mount Shasta. And they have quotes, Dharma quotes posted all around the building in different places and little dedications so that whatever you're doing, you might dedicate it. So that even like as you brush your teeth, you're brushing the, I can't remember how they say it, but it's like the fang that, will destroy all negative attachments. It's like you're attending to that sacred fang. And they're pretty amazing how they do that, that they've got these just little taped up quotes everywhere all around the abbey to remind you that absolutely everything you do in your life can be a practice. So let's do that today. Let's make that our practice, and let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. Holding Chantal, and Stephen, Cheryl, and Lisa. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guan Xiyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxin Pusa as we call upon the one who can inspire us to remember the sacred in every moment. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. 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 Oh my goodness. That digging is getting really loud. Hang on a second. I'm going to close this window. Oh, so loud. It was getting closer and closer. Okay. Brief wind horse practice for Tara by Patrul Rinpoche. Lume chuksum chidang chatsun ma gyayum pakma drome jintuyi daki sisu pajor nyandraknam yarnu dadang yarji sushindu kepar kaje wangtang lungta nam nyampa sushing chatu gyawa long chije lekpe lamdu drawadang setting neme dedang denjur shi. Through the blessing and power of the unfailing Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and of Jetsunma, mother of the Buddhas, noble Tara, may our lifespan, merit, prosperity, and renown increase like a waxing moon, like a rising summer lake. Especially may our good fortune, Wangtong and Windhorse, be healed when they weaken, rejoined when interrupted, raised up when sinking down. May whatever we do turn out well, and may good health, long life, peace, and happiness be ours. Lume choksum chidang jetsun ma gyayum pakma drome jintu yi daki sesu pajornyan draknam yarnu dadang yarji soshindu kepar kache wangtang lungta nam nyampa soshing chetu gawalong chije lekpe lamdu drawadang sering neme dedang denjur shi. 108 recitations now of Om Mani Padme Hum. Sending out into the world the merit of our practice, the energy that we gather. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxi and Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, a bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. Wishing everybody a really, really good day of magic and remembering that you can establish a practice that will nourish your soul, even in times of difficulty, and even when magic can't change what's happening in the world. Be back tomorrow. Bye.